Hi guys, Andrew here from the Franchise Tag Podcast with your Week 8 must-start quarterbacks for fantasy. Now, first up is CJ Stroud. CJ was on a bye week last week, so don't forget to get him back in your lineups. He's got a great matchup this week against the Panthers. He's thrown multiple touchdowns in 4 of his last 6 games and has attempted 30-plus passes in all but one of his games this season. The Panthers are giving up an average of 340 yards and 30 points per game. Expect CJ to bounce back after a bye week and be back to that 20-plus points range. Now, next up is Kenny Pickett. This guy may be available on your waivers still, but I really like his matchup this week going up against the Jags, whose secondary has looked very shaky all season. They're ranked 25th against the quarterback and have given up an average of 274 yards per game through the air. That's 31st in the league. And it looks like, from what I saw last week, that Canada has finally started dialing up some big plays for Pickett and letting him throw the ball downfield more. He's also had a really, really good performance last week against the Rams. Now he's got Johnson back, and Pickens looks like a great addition to that team. He's had 2 really good weeks, the last 2 weeks. So watch out for the Steelers, and Pickett will be playing with a lot of confidence this week. So I like him for a must start this week. Next up is Jimmy G, expected to return to the lineup this week and goes up against the Detroit Lions, who are ranked 26th against the quarterback and have just given up 38 points to the Ravens, 375 yards through the air and 3 touchdowns. They're actually 24th in the league at average yards per game through the air and have given up 11 touchdowns through the air as well. I really like Jimmy G because of all these reasons. And he's also got the wide receiver 10 in Adams and the wide receiver 14 in Jacoby Myers. And I really like the look of their tight end as well, Michael Mayer, who should feature a bit more this week as well in that passing game. Number 4 is Jordan Love. I'm rolling the dice with Jordan Love. I'm giving him one more week. If there's ever a week he can prove himself and shine, it's going to be against the Minnesota Vikings. It's a divisional rivalry, and there's been a lot of doubters about whether Jordan Love is the guy going forward for this franchise. So what a game to really cement his name and be a real big one for the fans. The Vikings are coming off that really good win. They might be still in celebration mode. They're currently ranked 23rd against the quarterback. And Love has already had 10 passing touchdowns in 6 games. So this could be the one where he really becomes relevant again and the fans get back on board. My last one is Sam Howell. He's my sleeper this week. It's Sam Howell going up against the Eagles, who he has already played this season and had a very nice fantasy week, scoring 19.6 points against the Eagles. Eagles are currently ranked 24th against the quarterback in fantasy, and they've given up 12 passing touchdowns this season. Only the Commanders, Bears, and Broncos have given up more. They're 18th in giving up passing yards, so expect Howell to be 40-plus passing attempts in this game. And he's had 6 touchdowns in his last 3 games. So, it could be the points there for him. That's it, guys. Keep it with the franchise tag and see you next week.